변할 수 있는 끝을 본 뒤에도 사람이 아름답다고 믿을 수 있을까?
Welcome to WatchMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 fan theories about All of Us Are Dead, Season 2.
부산행이다. 뭐래 병신. 좀비 아니야 이거? 똑같잖아.
좀비가 왜 학교에 나와? 영화에 나와야지.
For this list, we're looking at the most tantalizing and persuasive speculation about the future of Netflix's zombie high school K-drama. As of writing, a second season has yet to be greenlit, but hopes are high. Make sure you've watched season 1 because there will be spoilers. What do you hope to see in a second season of All of Us Are Dead? Tell us in the comments. Number 10. A new outbreak. The first season ended with the zombie outbreak more or less under control. Hyosan and neighboring Yangdong had been overrun, but the military had blown up most of the zombies and sent in soldiers on foot to eliminate the rest. In the webtoon the series is based on, however, the virus had a different origin and eventually spread overseas. In the series finale, a Japanese fisherman is attacked by a strange worm that carries the virus, bringing the zombie apocalypse to Japan. In a similar vein, a second season of All of Us Are Dead could see a larger outbreak engulf South Korea, nearby countries, or even the entire world.
많이도 아니고 그 딱 한 명만 효산시 봉쇄선을 넘어가면 어떻게 될까 시뮬레이션 한 건데. 저렇게 됩니다.
Number 9. Whistleblowers at work.
준비됐냐? 아니요.
The survivors of Hyosan High spent much of the first season hoping that the army would come to their rescue. Instead, the military left them behind, then bombed the town. This was a decision that appalled several of the adult characters outside the blast zone.
효산시 다 태우나 봐요.
야, 서울대.
예?
다수가 살기 위해서 대체 어디까지 잔인해도 되는 거냐?
A second season could see them team up to investigate and expose the military's actions and whatever they get up to next. We'd love to see Jae-ik and Ho-chul team up again and Assemblywoman Park Eun-hee become a champion of the people. But most of all, we want to see if streamer Orange Gibberish continues to miraculously survive against all odds.
구독, 좋아요, 눌러 달라기.
Number 8. A weaponized virus. In their quest for a cure, the military brings in infected subjects for research. One of them is Staff Sergeant Lee Jae-jun, and another is the half-beat Eun-ji.
지금 저 상태가 죽은 거라고?
이재준 하사는 의학적으로는 사망 상태 맞고요. 저쪽은 아직 설명하기는 어렵습니다만
Eventually, soldiers also bring in Mr. Lee's wife and son. Experiments reveal that the zombies are vulnerable to sound, but that's not how to cure them. While this research had a benevolent aim in Season 1, what if the military decided to weaponize the virus in the follow-up? It would make for a powerful biological weapon of mass destruction, with potentially disastrous consequences. Number 7. New kinds of zombies.
요나스 바이러스는 항체가 들어오는 순간 스스로를 변형시켜 공격 목표를 잃게 만든다. 세포가 학습하며 진화한다고 밖엔 설명되지 않는다.
Science teacher Mr. Lee created the Jonas virus to make his son more aggressive. But, as with every mad scientist experiment, it had unintended side effects. One was, well, zombies, obviously. Another was half-zombies, nicknamed half-bees or hambies. A second season could introduce other mutations. As Lee explained, the virus adapts, changing in unexpected ways. When Ji-min is zombified, the unusual blistering on her skin seems to suggest something new.
바이러스는 일정한 패턴이 있을 때 백신을 만들 수 있다. 그런데 요나스 바이러스는 스스로 변형되고 진화한다. 천의 얼굴을 가진 괴물이다.
Min-jae shares the same marks on his neck. Both are blown up. But if the virus adapts this fast, we might see other variations in the future. Number 6. Mr. Lee is a hybrid.
존재를 존재로 인정하고
학교를 포기하는 데 맞는 걸지도 모른다.
In the original webtoon, the virus's origins remain mysterious and seem to be linked to some sort of parasitic organism in the waters between Korea and Japan. The adaptation, however, has Mr. Lee engineer the virus for his bullied son, feeding into the central theme of the show, the cycle of violence in Hyosan High and society in general. Eventually, Mr. Lee himself falls victim to the monsters he created. However, when he transforms, his demeanor is curiously calm and deliberate.
적이라는 기준은 인간 본성을 거세시키고 있다. 짖고 달리는 개의 본성을 없애서
This has led fans to suggest that he actually became a half-bee. Will he try to stop the zombies or to help them against humans? Number 5. A cure.
나는 이 바이러스를 요나스 바이러스라 명명했다. 치료제를 만드는 것 또한 내 책임이다. 포기하지 않는다.
While some research might focus on weaponizing the virus, ultimately this could be fairly impractical. It would be difficult to ensure that an outbreak didn't expand to become a global apocalypse. In any case, scientists would definitely continue to look for a cure. Although Mr. Lee gave up, that doesn't mean it's impossible.
치료제도 백신도 만들 수 없다. 해결 방법은 단 하나. 죽음뿐이다.
If Mr. Lee became a half-bee, perhaps he himself could play a role in this research. If a cure is found, it could offer hope to zombies and their loved ones, as well as half-bees like Namra. Number 4. Revelations about the virus. We don't know much about how the Jonas virus works. Mr. Lee created it by extracting and refining testosterone.
내 테스토스테론 분비량이 극도로 높아진다. 그 호르몬을 추출하고 정제했다. 두려움에 떠는 이 세상 모든 쥐들을 위해.
It adapts, interacting with antibodies in some victims to create half-zombies. But what determines who becomes a zombie and who becomes a half-bee? Is it genetic? Or is it related to certain thoughts and feelings? Some viewers have theorized that it comes down to overriding emotional drives at the moment of infection. For example, Eunji wants to prevent Guinam from posting a humiliating video of her online. Guinam wanted to stop cheong-san from incriminating him, and Namra wanted to save Soo-hyuk and her classmates.
조금만 정신 늦게 차렸어도 수혁이 불었어.
야 반장 그렇지 마. 너 왜 그래?
나갈게.
A second season would hopefully delve more into the nature of the virus. Number 3. Hyosan hybrids.
나 아직도 반장이야? 좋다.
The first season finale reveals that Namra is still alive, having run off into zombie territory. In fact, she seems to be thriving, living her best life as a human-zombie hybrid. And she's not alone. There are others like her, hiding out in their new habitat.
여기 할 일이 좀 남았어.
무슨 할 일?
나 같은 애들이 몇 더 있더라. 몇 명은 학교 밖으로 도망간 것 같은데 아직 남은 애들이 있어.
Netizens speculate that a second season could focus on this group, and perhaps even see Namra becoming their class president, so to speak. Director Lee Jae-kyu's statements support the idea that a new community of half-bees will feature in a second season. Speaking to the Korea Herald, he said, quote, "If the first season can be seen as having presented humanity's survival, the second season can talk about the survival of zombies."
나 다시 올게.
Number 2. Caught in the middle.
1번 따로 간다. 2번 같이 간다.
Now that Namra has her own group of half-bees, Onjo and her friends might face some difficult choices. Humans will likely be hostile towards the hybrids, given the deadly virus they carry and their penchant for, eating human flesh. If the military seeks to wipe them out, Onjo's group could get caught in the crossfire.
조사에 협조만 잘해주면 아니요. 나 다시는 어른들한테 아무 부탁 안 할 거예요.
And while Onjo might be determined to build an alliance, some of the others might have second thoughts and perhaps even split off. we might see Assemblywoman Park Eun-hee using her political clout to help. But we expect it will ultimately be up to the students again to find their way out of a new mess. Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Cheong-san is alive. In the penultimate episode of Season 1, Cheong-san and Guinam duked it out, with the school bully really committing to the commandment an eye for an eye. As the military bombed Hyosan High, Cheong-san dragged Guinam down an elevator shaft. But why? The explosion was about to kill Guinam anyway. Did he think the fall would make sure? Was he using Guinam to shield himself from the flames? Or was he trying to save Guinam and end the cycle of violence at the school? Whatever the case, many fans believe that Cheong-san, and possibly Guinam, are still alive, with Cheong-san having become a half-bee. Namra couldn't smell anyone there, but perhaps they were still regenerating, or long gone. Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.